Welcome to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's Thursday night basketball here on ESPN as we get set for tonight's game between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. As this one gets underway, what's the game plan here for the Bulls?
Amir Johnson has the ability to play the 4 or 5 position. He's not a three-point shooter, but he can make a mid-range shot. He can roll to the rim. And what he knows that he can do on a nightly basis is defend and rebound. That's exactly what the Celtics needed to add to their front court.
Number 1, Derrick Rose. To Sullinger. Nice ball movement. Lots of room there. Won't go. This is his first field goal attempt of the night.
You got to make it hard on a team in the first half. Set a tone. Close out, contest, give no open shots.
Excellent ball movement. Great teamwork. To Rose. Rose from downtown. And Derrick Rose with the jump shot. Knocks it down for 3. He's averaging 14 points per game this season.
Man, he got that one off quick.
2 minutes.
Tough to make your mark of the league when your name is Isaiah Thomas and you follow the Hall of Famer. But this young Isaiah Thomas has really started to become a nice player.
What a story. Last pick of the second round by the Sacramento Kings, and then able to get on the floor and produce. Most second-round picks don't make it in the NBA and certainly don't carve out a rotational role like Thomas has in his first couple years. I've loved watching his development, the enthusiasm he plays with, and this guy can really score the ball. And Mike, when I was thinking about that, what else would you score in basketball, if not the ball?
Rose coming across. Passes it right back. Nobody near him. Takes the 3. Misses from beyond the arc. Puts it up.
It's a make or miss league. If they're to win this game going forward, they're going to have to make these open shots.
And he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Team foul number 1. And he hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting, knocks down a pair. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. It's a 5-point game. Thomas. Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. Thomas jumper. Won't go from 3-point range.
That's not good enough work in the 2-man game. The screener's got to set a more solid screen. The ball handler's got to come off and draw the next.
Puts it in, plus the foul. And Pau Gasol will go to the line. 1 shot to complete the 3-point play.
That's great body control right there. Finishes the shot and now goes to the free throw line.
And he does it. A 3-point play. To Smart. And he curls in. To Smart. Sullinger for 2. Marcus Smart with a nice look.
The assist from number 36, Marcus Smart.
At the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Chicago's up by 6. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN after a short break. Neither team able to get much of a control here in the opening period. Some interesting things going on.
Yeah, no separation between the teams right now. Some good plays, some inconsistent plays, but what you see is a great competitive spirit by both sides.
Thomas for 2. The Celtics with the offensive rebound for another possession.
You know, Thomas was named after the Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, but it's because his dad lost a bet. His dad was a huge Laker fan and wanted the Lakers to beat the Pistons in '89. When the Pistons won, he had to name his son Isaiah Thomas, but it turned out okay.
Yeah, what is it about the name Isaiah Thomas that leads to great point guard play? I mean, I never want to compare guys, but the dynamic way that this young man scores the ball is reminiscent of Zeke.
Gets that one to drop.
They haven't wasted any time in establishing an offense based around ball movement and player movement, and the results speak for themselves.
To Smart. Smart for two, lets it go. Rose the rebound. The Bulls, a perfect example of you're going to have your ups and downs night in and night out offensively, but if you play defense with that type of commitment, with that type of passion, you're in every game.
Absolutely. The misnomer is that defense wins championships, but when you're going through and absorbing the injuries the Bulls have had the last couple years, you have to try to stay in games by playing tough as nails defense, and that's exactly the formula the Bulls use to play with great success.
One minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Gasol. Gasol fires, and that won't go.
The NBA game is a long game. You may be down now, but if you string together 3 or 4 good possessions at both ends of the floor, you can be right back in it.
Strong at the rim.
He's not going to get an easier 2 points than that right there. Under the rim, jumps up, dunks it.
Chicago's leading Boston by a score of 12-10. Mirotic to McDermott. Takes another shot. He gets it to go. Beautiful pass.
4-2. The assist from number 3, Doug McDermott.
Crowder to the basket, flips it up. It'll count if it goes, and he gets it to go. Count that basket. And that'll do it for the first half. The Bulls up by 7. Let's see what's on Jalen Rose's mind right now.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Bulls dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Chicago Bulls. The Celtics are behind at halftime and can blame their struggling offense. And no matter what kind of defense you're playing, if you're not leading on the scoreboard, you're not winning the game. It really is that simple.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. And here we've got the stats for you.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
Mike and Jeff are ready to get started, so we send it back to them now.
For the second half, Jeff Van Gundy alongside me here tonight. Mike Breen on hand. Chicago's got to be very happy with that first half. Now they've got to have that killer instinct, Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what few NBA teams have. Very few NBA teams and players can continue to keep up a great level of intensity and concentration when they're playing with a lead. Don't ask me why, but it is a problem league-wide.
To Gasol. He's got 5 points in this matchup. Derrick Rose with his 3rd assist of the night.
Miscommunication always leads to an open shot. Here, the screener is open. Ball handler, good job getting it to him in rhythm and knocks it in.
Moving the ball, excellent teamwork. Smart. Johnson fires with 3 on the clock. And Amir Johnson with a nice shot for 2. He's got 10 points thus far.
That's pure talent right there. To be able to make something out of nothing. Good defense, better offense.
That's a catch and shoot for 3. Mirotic's unable to hit from downtown. To Johnson. To the rim. Right there, and it won't fall.
It's hard to close out on great shooters. Tremendous job right there, getting his hand up, mirroring the ball.
To McDermott. Goes to the goal, gets it to go. +1. The block called against Sullinger. And Pau Gasol will get to the line to try and finish the 3-point play.
That's great body control right there. Finishes the shot and now goes to the free throw line.
Chicago's leading Boston by a score of 23-14. Terrific ball movement. Shut down, forced to make the pass. Thomas's shot for 3, off the mark.
A wide open miss, but those are the type of shots they're going to have to keep creating and start making to work their way back into this game.
Thomas walks it across. Here's the pick. Smart, the jumper. The Celtics with the offensive rebound for a new 24. Rose set to bring it up. Moving the ball around beautifully. Mirotic. Rose for 2, shoots away, won't go, and they can't extend the lead into double figures.
Hey, that shot right there, it's exactly the type of shot you have to force if you're the defensive team trying to work your way back into the game.
And Chicago's called for their first team foul. And Amir Johnson will go to the line with seconds to go in the 3rd. Knocks down the first one. And Amir Johnson with 12 points. At the buzzer. And that will end the 3rd quarter. Chicago's up by 7. We'll be right back with more basketball here on ESPN after this short break. It's been an impressive first 3 quarters, but a big 4th quarter coming up. What's the key for them to wrap this up, Jeff?
Urgency. It's got to be all about urgency to take care of business right now. Don't waste any possessions. Don't blow any sets. Do your job on every possession.
Crowder. to Gasol. He's got 11 points in this matchup. Looks to put it back up again. Not that time. To Thomas. He's averaging 6 assists per game this season. Off the mark.
The ball handler is open first. The screener is open most if it's set properly. Here, poor coordination between the screener and the ball handler, which led to the contested jump shot.
For the Chicago Bulls, Jimmy.
First free throw, perfect. Able to convert on both free throws. Chicago's leading Boston by a score of 27-18. Nice ball movement. Looks to the post. In the paint, puts it in. Boston shooting 45% from the field.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
To Rose. Rose fires away for 2. Oh, he knocks it down. Smart bringing it up here. Excellent ball movement. Great teamwork. To Thomas. Thomas fires away. The Celtics with control on the rebound. On the follow. Knocks it down for 2. Jared Sullinger with 8 points and 5 rebounds.
I love to see this. Guy who's behind keeps fighting, pursuing the ball. Not only pursues the ball, then has the talent and ability to finish it and give them a chance to cut into this margin.
And Boston calls a timeout. They need to stop the bleeding right now.
Coming out of a timeout in the last minute of the game, many teams would give up in this.
Oh, rejected!
Are you kidding me? That's the way to protect the basket?
That's his third personal foul.
Chicago's leading Boston by a score of 31-22. And the foul is called. The Celtics did not have a foul to give, so it'll be free throws.
Second personal foul. The Celtics now hold the penalty.
First free throw, good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. They need a timeout here. The Celtics down by 11. Crowder. Sullinger gets inside. It's up and in.
You get eye contact with the ball handler, he gives you a little nod, you slip, you catch, you finish, you burn the defense.
Half a minute remains in the game. The Bulls up by 9. Nice control. 2 points.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
And there's the foul. They had to stop that clock.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4. Boston Celtics are in the penalty.
And he connects on the first free throw. gets both points from the line. Just smart. And the game is over. The final score is 35-26. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls added a win with today's solid victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls. The Celtics didn't provide the kind of offensive output needed to win a game at the NBA level. I hate to say it, but I just don't have enough time in this segment to explain everything they could have done better.
Game track. 3-point field goal percentage.
The Chicago Bulls were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with the loss. This segment wouldn't be complete without a look at the game stats.
Player of the game.
Here's the shot chart for you.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up on behalf of ESPN on EA Sports.